Brakateke Hawa, Brakateke Hawashai, Brakateke Hawa, Brakateke Hawashai, Bahasham Rakakudash. All right, I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of great millstone rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. As a high spirit wind Judah, and today I want to go into a topic entitled grooming us to be a judge. All right, how Bahasham Hawashai is grooming us to be a judge. All right, and let me reposition myself because I really can't see the screen. Okay, because of the angle that I'm teaching. All right, maybe if I sit right here. See if I can sit right here. Yeah, okay, that's better. All right, shalom, shalom, akyam, akwatyam. All right, so I'm doing this live stream because, basically, I'm perceiving through the spirit after watching, especially after watching Elder Apostle Ramlav's video about discretion, right? That basically he said, the Most High is grooming us to be judges, all right? And if you look at the nature of our heritage, really, Yahweh Shema Shai is all about setting up judges, man. All right, whether it's small matters or large matters, all right? Whether you're a common Israelite man, all right, and just your character is basically a good judge, all right? Being a good judge around you, or you're actually a ruler over a town or a city or a providence, all right? Judging the matters of the citizens, man. But ultimately, everything is rooted in Yahweh Bashma Shai having judges in his nation, okay? So, I'm just gonna start out with Proverbs, okay? Start out with Proverbs, man. All right. It says Proverbs 1:1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity. So if you receive the instruction of wisdom, all right, which is justice, all right, judgment and equity, all right, that's part of being a good judge, all right. Those virtues of wisdom, it's part of that makes you a good judge, all right. To give subtility to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. So what is subtility? That goes back into being shrewd, all right, basically being sharp, all right. Also it goes into prudence, foreseeing the evil, all right. Also it goes into being hard-hearted, meaning you're sure in your decision making, all right. But it says subtility, which is basically like it makes you sharp, man. You clever, okay. But it also says to the young man knowledge and discretion, and discretion is good judgment. But these are necessary to being a good judge, man. All right. So even in our day-to-day lives, we have to practice subtlety. We have to practice discretion, man. All right. Because we're all judges. All right. It tells you in Peter's that the saints should judge the world. How then should they judge the smallest matters? That ultimately they're going to judge smallest matters before we judge the world, man. All right. So we have that heritage to be judges. Okay. So here's some protocols the Most High gave us the rundown on becoming a judge. So this is Exodus 23. All right. Exodus 23:8. It says, all right, and thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise and perverted the wounds of the righteous. So what does it mean to thou shalt not take a gift? Well, if you're in a position to judge, all right, if you're in a seat of judgment, then you should not take a gift. Now, a gift can come in the form of anything. All right, for an example, if you're in the camp, let's say you're a camp leader, right? And a brother perceives that he's about to get judged. Well, he might be tempted to call you, all right, knowing that he's anticipating a judgment, to stand in your good graces. He might charm your spirit, all right? He might, try to, make an effort to get your spirits up, to sort of to cloud your judgment, man. All right, and I'm not saying a brother has done that, but brothers can potentially do that, all right? So that's a form of a gift. It doesn't have to, I'm saying that because it doesn't have to be a tangible gift. It could be someone who's buttering you up. That's a form of a gift, man. Someone is making an effort to stand in your good graces, all right? So you won't get them that pure, unadulterated judgment, okay? So I read that again, Exodus 23:8. And thou shalt take no gift, For the gift blinded the wise and perverted the words of the righteous. Okay? So, like I said, a gift destroyed the heart, man. All right? Another way someone could give you a gift, let's say a woman, she could perceive that she about to get her walking papers. All right? Now she's doing right by you. Now she's helping with the bills and helping with the groceries and straightening up around the house. That's a gift too. Okay? All right, and let me see where else I'm at. Romans. So that's the first protocol, is you shouldn't allow your judgment to be swayed by gifts or by charm or by favor, man. All right. So a good judge is not, he sees through the smoke, man. Okay. All right, Shalom, vengeance of his temple, 144. All right, Ecclesiasticus 20:14. The gift of a fool should do thee no good when thou hast it, neither yet of the envious of it for his necessity, for he looketh to receive many things for one. Right, right. Yeah, he thinks that that one thing you give him, all right, is going to make him, is going to entitle him to several things from you. And there are people like, I know people like that in the world, man. And that's why I got that book, 48 Laws of Power, right? Now, we don't get all into other books, but some of those things you can extrapolate certain good things. And one thing they show you in that book is that people do things for you for their own gain. And it speaks on that in the book of Sirach, the book the brother just got. That some people, they serve you for their own belly. They do good to you for their own belly. But, you know, practicing being a good judge, you have to perceive that, or what they call peep game, okay? And we all have to pray for that trait, man. All right? Here's another protocol, a rundown for judgment, okay? Deuteronomy. See, these are things that we got to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to give us the wisdom to exercise these things in our daily affairs and within our camps. So, and there could be righteous judgment and justice within the camps. All right, this is Deuteronomy 16:19. It says, thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. But it says, thou shalt not wrest judgment. And this rest is W-R-E-S-T. That's where you get the word wrestle from. So to wrestle something means to twist. So basically what the scripture is saying, thou shalt not twist judgment. So whatever the verdict is, that's what the verdict should be. Then it says, thou shalt not respect persons. So no matter who that brother is or who that person is, if that's the judgment, then that's the judgment. Well, you might be more into this brother than this brother, but if the brother you're more into goes off, he has to get that same type of judgment that the brother that you're not as into go off, man. Okay? Like I said, we got to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai for that character of being a good judge, man. Okay? And like I said in another video, through the spirit, all right, a good judge separates his emotion from his better judgment. All right? He separates his emotion. A good judge has the capacity to separate his emotion, all right, from knowing what's right and wrong. And he goes off of knowing what's right and wrong. All right? Deuteronomy 16:19 again. Thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. Okay? And that happens all the time in Babylon. Okay? So here I'm going to get point. Take no gift in judgment. I got that. All right, I'm going to get another aspect. All right. Well, the brother just got the Sirach 20, but I think he got a different scripture. So I'm going to get the one in Sirach 20. All right. So we got the one about, you know, taking no gift in judgment. We got one about not twisting the verdict, not twisting judgment. Okay. So let's get the nature of basically bribery, man, because basically a gift is bribery no matter what form it comes in. All right, Sirach 20:29. Presents and gifts blind the eyes of the wise and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove. All right, presents and gifts blind the eyes of the wise, man. But like I said, a gift doesn't have to be something tangible. So we got to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to utilize these scriptures in today's time. A gift can be somebody buttering you up, or somebody giving you something with the ulterior motive of expecting something from you, man. All right? See, we're not Christians, man. All right? We're not passive. We're not gullible, naive people. That's why the scripture says, be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. All right? The fact that you can sit back and peep the game around you, like in the world, on the job, or just wherever you are, without really acting on it, all right, that's a form of wisdom. Because the scripture says be wise as a serpent. A serpent blends in with its environment. He doesn't know that you're there. But then it says be harmless as a dove, because we're not going to turn around and use these same things to get over on people. You know? Part of being wisdom is people not knowing that you up on what they got going on, man. All right? So, subtlety, man. All right? So I read that again, Sirach 20 and 29. Presence and gift blind the eyes of the wise and stop up his mouth that he cannot reprove. Right? So that's pretty much, like I said, going into the nature of charm and going into the nature of favor, man. It's to really de-arm you, man. And really, if somebody's de-arming you, essentially, they're really emasculating you, man. All right? It's really a form of emasculation, man. And you could get a king is sitting in the seat of judgment, and you could get him all bubbly and butter him up. Now he doesn't want to call you out, man. All right? So that I'm going to get Romans. Now there's a balance. There is mercy. But, you know, we have to have the standard, man. All right? So the key thing is separating our emotions, all right, from judgment, okay? Romans 2 and 11, it says, for there is no respect of persons with Yahweh, okay? There is no respect of persons with Yahweh, man, all right? And no matter what affair we're in, we're practicing judgment. Oh, and that's the scripture I wanted to get also. Where's it? 2 Chronicles 19, because something very important was said, and that's really the foundation of us being judges, man. All right? 2 Chronicles 19. Just a quick, quick live stream. Daily live stream. All right, 2 Chronicles 19 and 6. And I started 5, and this is talking about King Jehoshaphat, man. All right? King Jehoshaphat, verse 5. And he set judges in the land throughout all the fenced cities of Judah, city by city. All right? See, in order to have a righteous society, a righteous kingdom, you got to set judges in the different dwellings of Jerusalem, man. So it can basically, it's an extension of the laws being carried out in all the vicinity of our land, man. All right, but it says, and he set judges in the land throughout all the fenced cities of Judah, city by city, and said to the judges, take heed what ye do, for ye judge not man. All right, you judge not for man, Salak, but for Yahweh, who is with you in the judgment. So that's the rundown of judgment. Is that when you're judging a brother and you're judging his actions towards the scriptures, you're not judging to please man. You're not judging so the verdict can please people. All right, you're judging, all right, to please Yahweh by Shema Shai. All right, going into Romans 2 and 11, there is no respect of persons. So Esau will have you thinking that his kingdom is all about emotions and, just they sweep it under the rug, Hey, we have a standard, and we're judging according to the standard of Yahweh Shema Shai and not our own heart, okay? And it's very important to understand, man, that we're judging, from a standard and not from our own heart, man. Don't you know it goes into the law that if you find your mother committing idolatry, then you the first one that gotta basically report her, man. You the first person that's gonna be behind her death, man. Okay? Because a king has rules. So Yahweh Shema Shai is the king, and the law, statutes, and commandments are his rules. So we gotta fear the king over anybody that we love, man. All right? To maintain justice and equity are in the land. And right now the land is really the camps, because that's the dwelling of Jerusalem. Okay? So let me get my rundown. So we went into the word gifts. Now, those gifts, another word for gifts is bride, B-R-I-B-E, a bride. So I looked at the word bride in the Merriam's dictionary, and it says, Merriam dictionary, money or favor given or promised in order to influence the judgment or conduct of a person in a position of trust, to induce them, all right, to move in a way that you will like them, all right? But it doesn't have to be money. It could be your own charm. It could be your own cunning train, so to speak, but it induces them into the way that you want them to go. And the word induce goes back to, it breaks down into two elements, in and like duceta, or na, I think it's na or in, and duceta, which goes back to lead. So you're leading someone in the way that you want them to go, contrary to the judgment that it's supposed to be, man. Contrary to the standard, man. That's a bribe, man. A bribe is when you're leading somebody to go in the direction you want them to go. And you're using your wiles, or your charm, your favor, your money, whatever it may be. Okay? So, but wisdom tells you ultimately to peep game. Okay? Let me get that favorite, that one of those top scriptures that we use all the time. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. Now, why does it say that in the context right after it says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad? Because from oppression cometh judgment. Esau is supposed to be judged for enslaving the 12 tribes of Israel. He's supposed to be judged for the blood that he shed towards our people, man. All right? He's supposed to be judged for all those years of free labor to the nation of Israel. But it said a gift destroyed the heart. All right? Integration destroyed your heart. Stimulus checks destroyed your heart. You know? So-called education, being educated here, so-called education that destroyed your heart. So now you're not producing righteous judgment, man. All right? Let me get that. Let me get the tie-in with that. Oppression maketh the wise man mad. What's the judgment for oppression? All right? Revelations 13:9-10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. That's called equity. Equity means equal. All right? You shed blood, blood gets shed to you. You put us in slavery, we put you in slavery. That's equity. That's justice. That's righteous judgment. Not giving us stimulus checks. All right? That's not righteous judgment. That doesn't balance out your actions. See, the Most High is all about those just balances, man. So Esau, the things that he gave us, it doesn't balance out what he did, all right, to the 12 tribes. All right? Slavery, stimulus check. Slavery. That's a balance. Okay? So, and that's pretty much the point. Let me so we gotta pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to give us that character. I to have that mindset of a judge where we're not swayed by gifts. All right, we peep the nature of people, because it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon 7 that wisdom taught King Solomon the reasons of men. So we understand the motives of men. All right, all those things sway your judgment, man. Okay. So from there, we're going to get Proverbs 11:11. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. But what is judgment? Judgment is a balance. You're paying on, you're getting paid, you're reaping what you sown. You're getting paid for what you spent, so to speak, man. But a false balance is an abomination. So Esau not getting truly judged for his actions, that's a false balance. But even on a smaller matter, when it comes to us, man, we can't give false balances in judgment, man, because that's an abomination to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and that's pretty much the point. You know, the Most High is grooming us to be judges in our day-to-day affairs. It's principle Yahweh 5, Psalm 72:4. He shall judge the poor of the people, and he shall save the sons of the needy. He shall break in pieces the oppressor. All right, the brother got the word impartial. It says treating all rivals or disputants equally fair and just. That's right. Hey, that goes back to that balance, man. All right, shadow of thy wings, 12 tribes, 1 Kings 3:9. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. Yeah, that's King Solomon. For who is able to judge this so great a people? So an example of that was how he was dealing with those harlots. All right, GMS Holland, the Great Gathering 144, Proverbs 31:5. Lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. And that's another thing too, that we have to be balanced, man. We can't have addictions and things that take us, because that's going to pervert our judgment, man. GMS Holland, the Great Gathering 144, Proverbs 17:23. A wicked man taketh the gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of the judgment. To pervert the ways of judgment. It's a lot. All right. Also, he has Wisdom of Solomon 1:1. Love righteousness, which are the laws, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of Yahweh with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek him. All right. Because really what we're doing, the elect of the nation of Israel, we're administering the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're administering his ways on earth, man. All right, we're like governors and he's the king, but he's putting us as governors over the earth, and we're going to administer his ways on the planet earth, man. And that's going to be a kingdom of righteousness, man. All right. Romans 14:13. Let us not therefore judge one another more, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way. Beautiful. All right. So I think that's pretty much all the scriptures. The water for posting the scriptures. All right. So that's pretty much the point, man. I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakudash, double underscore our elder apostles and elder bishops of great millstone rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. With that, a Bible, come Yashallah, Shalom.